5 huge dating mistakes that are keeping you single when you're over 30. You know, dating over 30. But before you start to roll your eyes, no, this is not another pity party about how dating is so much harder these days or all the good ones are already taken. We don't do this. What I do is to tell you the truth with love so you can actually start seeing real results. So if you're here, chances are you're smart, you're successful, you're an incredible woman who somehow still finds herself single, wondering, what the hell is going on? I'm a great catch. Well, let me tell you this. It's not bad luck. It's not because you're too intimidating or too much, or because dating apps are trash, although there's a lot of truth in that they are really trash. It's because there's some sneaky, massive dating mistake you make, or you might be making, and you're not even realizing it. So I want to dive into 5 very typical, obvious mistakes that I see a lot of women do when they're turning 30 and older. The first one is you're waiting to be chosen. Yes, I mean, you're not a contestant on The Bachelor. You don't just sit there looking pretty, hoping some guy sees your worth and picks you. Yet, so many women unconsciously do exactly that when it comes to dating. You wait for the man to pursue you, for him to make the first move and to validate you. And sure, I get it. We've been fed this is the idea men are supposed to pursue and like be the hunters, but in reality, the best relations happen when both people are actively choosing each other. So if you're just passively waiting for the right guy to come along and claim you like a prize on a shelf, you're playing the wrong game. High quality men aren't looking for a prize. They're looking for a partner. The solution is very easy. Be intentional. You see someone interesting, start a conversation. If he is interested, great. If you're interested, awesome, show it. It's really important you take control of your dating life instead of just waiting for something to happen magically without you doing anything.
Ladies, stop chasing men. Even when he pulls back or loses interest, or you feel like he's slipping away from you. What you do in that moment can make all the difference between him feeling like you just like all the other women he's ever met, or it can make him feel like you're so unique and special and exactly the type of woman he wants something real with, causing him to chase you, to invest in you, and prove to you that he is the right man for you. You know, there's this 12-word text message that you can send to a man that gets his attention almost immediately and makes him realize that it was a mistake to pull away from you in the first place. If you want to find out what that 12-word text message is, then I highly, highly recommend you check out this brand new video that I created for you. I linked it in the description below. Just click the link, and now let's go back to the video.
Mistake number 2, you're dating with a checklist, not a connection. You know the one, that 87-point checklist of everything your future partner must have: tall, 6-figure income, no baggage, is able to read your mind, looks like Ryan Gosling in like The Notebook, and all of the other stuff, right? Look, standards are great, non-negotiables even better, but if you're filtering men out before you even get to know them, before you even feel them, you're not dating, you're shopping. And real connection doesn't work like Amazon Prime. The truth is, your person might not come in the exact way package you expected, and they might not show up with the exact checklist that you put together. But if you're too stuck on that package and checklist, you'll never find out, because you focus on someone who just checks all the boxes, not someone who shows up for you, who makes you feel a certain way, and actually where you feel this strong sense of compatibility and chemistry. So it's really important to look into, like, how do they make you feel? How do they treat you? How's my communication with them like? And is there anything beyond the checklist? The checklist actually, I think, should be second. The first one is the heart, the connection that you actually feel, and then you use the mind for the checklist. The third point, you're confusing chemistry with compatibility. Even being with a guy who made your heart race, your stomach flip, and your brain completely short circuit, the passion is off the charts, and you can't stop thinking about them. And yet the relationship is absolute madness. And I don't mean this in a good way. Yeah, there's chemistry, but while it feels amazing, it's not the same as compatibility. Chemistry is this instant electric, I can't keep my eyes off you, my hands off you, right? Compatibility, though, is being able to navigate life in real time together. Shared values, mutual respect, emotional safety. And this is where a lot of women get stuck. They chase the feeling of chemistry and ignore the red flags that are screaming at them. They think if the spark is crazy enough, they'll make it work. Spoiler alert, you won't. Chemistry fades, compatibility doesn't though. Look for both, but prioritize the one that actually builds a life and builds that fire rather than just being the spark. And then like there's not enough to really keep the fire alive. Then we have mistake number 4, being too independent. Now, before you come for me, let me be clear. Being independent is amazing. You should have your own life, your own passions, your own, financial stability. But if you're carrying your independence like a shield, keeping men at arm's length to prove like you don't need anyone, that's when it backfires, and backfires quickly. Because men don't want to rescue you, sure, but they do want to matter to you. And if you're constantly giving them like this, like, I don't need you energy, guess what? They'll believe you. Vulnerability isn't weakness. Letting someone in allows them to actually support you, creating space for partnership. That's strength. And if you're afraid of that, it might be time to ask yourself why you're afraid of it. Because at the end of the day, men want to be needed. And if you tell them like, I don't need you, they're just gonna turn around, walk somewhere else, to someone else, and find someone who actually needs them. That's simple. Mistake number 5, believing the all men suck narrative. If you walk around believing all men are trash, all they're terrible, guess what? That's all you'll see, confirmation bias. Yet your mind is constantly looking for confirmation about the things that you believe. And if you believe men are assholes and they're shit and you cannot trust them, guess what? That's exactly what you're going to find everywhere. Yes, sure, dating can be frustrating. Yes, there are plenty of emotionally unavailable men out there, immature, and there's like a bunch of guys that are just a pain in the ass too. And I totally get all of it. But not all men are bad. There's a bunch of really good men out there, and they're not all taken, and they're also not gay. But if you keep repeating the narrative that they're all bad, there's just no good men out there, no, they're not existent, then guess what? It's all you're gonna find. Instead, if you shift your mindset, you believe that there are great men out there, that they exist, then you look for evidence for that. Most importantly, not only become the kind of person who actually recognizes a great partner, but you become the person who actually sees that beauty that you want to see in men too. Now all of a sudden, that's exactly what you're going to find. So yeah, those are like 5 really, really big mistakes that I see happening way too many times. And ultimately, it doesn't matter what age you are, but I find like that's just what happens a lot from like 30 plus, that this is the type of narrative, this is the type of mindset, this is the type of world that a lot of women live in, unfortunately. And that's what's really holding them back to find the love and to create the relationship dynamic and the partnership that they truly desire. So if you've done any of these mistakes, drop them in the comments. And how have you shifted them around? What was your strategy? How can you help all these other women that are watching these videos to help them get out of this loop? And ultimately, if you like the video, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and drop any comment that you feel like you want to drop in there. Things that you inspire, things that are new for you, things that resonate with you. Let us know, let me know, and we're gonna keep producing more content for you.